Hello. Hello, Crafty Creators community. Hello, everyone. Let me maximize my screen. Joseph, where'd you put the remotes?
Should be right there.
Nope.
Right,
The TV's not working. Okay. Hello, hello. We have a fun theme and a wonderful lineup for you this evening. I am Michelle with Design&Vine, and following me is Tami with Crafty-Peep, and then after Tami is Favi with Arrows DIY, and then after Favi is Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage. And you are watching the Crafty Creators community channel as well as Design&Vine. That's my channel right now. Okay, yeah, it's good now until it catches up, I think. So you can see the playlist right there, and our theme is Patriotic Farmhouse Chic. And I'm going to go ahead and get started right away because last night it took me 2 hours and 16 minutes to complete what I wanted to make. So I am going to go ahead and change my screen to show you what I have. I will remain in the lower left-hand corner. So I'm going to save my, hello Bethwin, it's not working. Save my garland for last, but this is the twine that I'll be using. It's called Natural Polished Hemp number 80, and I purchased this at Walmart. And I will be using 20 millimeter beads purchased from Amazon. I will also be using these candlesticks, 1/2 inch with, it's a 6-pack that I picked up for a reduced price, I think because someone had returned them because there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. This is what they look like, and they're in the woodpile section at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to set these aside. We're using 3 of those. I'm also going to be using these wood rounds. They're very thin, but I saw this idea in, I believe I was in TJ Maxx or Marshall's. They're kind of one and the same these days. These come, oh, we need that muted. Thank you. So we need 2 of these from this package of 6. They come in a package of 6. So you could literally make 3 of these with the rounds, at least with the rounds. So I'm going to set that aside. And I have one of these done already. I'm learning to prep a little. And I also have this beaded garland right here. And this was also from the woodpile. These are from the woodpile too. And this was $4.99, and they get you now. They have a sign that says $5.99 and up is 40% off. So this was literally full price because it was $4.99, and that's still inexpensive, and it's still less expensive than purchasing this. I believe it was $29.99, I think, what I'm going to make. It's a riser. It's going to be a riser. And we're going to stain it with Waverly Antique Wax. And then I'm going to whitewash the ring with Apple Barrel White. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. we're going to stain everything first. So I'm going to get started on my board, and then we're going to make a patriotic tassel. And I've already painted my beads because I didn't think I'd have enough time for that. I have to string them as well, so I'm just applying a good amount of this stain. And it really doesn't matter what direction you go in because you're going to wipe it off. The wiping part is the important part, okay? And I am going to do both sides of this just so that we have that complete product in the end. And these risers are cute for setting things on. And if I complete my garland this evening, I'll just kind of bunch it on top of here so you can get an idea of what I'm referring to. So I meant to put my other glove on, but I didn't, so I'm going to do that in just a second because I don't want to get the stain on my fingers. So we're going to do the one side, and I'm going to put that down on my plate. I'm going to grab my other glove. This gets really messy, especially when I get to the beaded part, but that's okay. Just get you some cheap rubber gloves, and grab a few paper towels because we're going to go through a few of them. And I'm just going to wipe off, try to go in one direction when you're doing this, and you'll see the wood grain pop through. And I say go in one direction because if you go in a circle, it's going to leave a circle like that. So before it dries, you want to make sure you're going in one direction. And we're going to try to stick with the wood grain on this, the direction of the grain, that is. Give it a good wipe down. You can also wipe it down with a baby wipe. I've seen that. Be mindful of where your fingers are. And then we're going to flip it over and do the other side. How is everyone this evening? Hi, Tami. Hi, Charlene. It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. I'm looking forward to my Sarah coming home. We just had JJ's birthday. We've got Big Joe's birthday coming up next week. And we've got stuff planned for when Sarah comes home. We're going to go swimming. We're going to go to a local minor league baseball game. And we're going to have lots of family time. Since the weather is nice, she's got a few days in between recital, and then I'm going to grab a new one, and then starting her next set of lessons for the summer. So she is going to come home and share that with us. Again, be mindful of your fingers. Try to stay in one direction. And you can see already, that quick, we've added a very rich color to our board. Make sure you go around, because my fingers have been touching the other side. I don't know why I keep picking it up. Okay. Just make sure it's nice and clean. I am going to go along the edges of this, and I'm going to try to get this dry and wipe my hands off just a little bit. Although they're going to get a hot mess in a minute here. All right. All right, we're good. So I'm going to set this over here to dry. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, I talk to myself sometimes. I'm just going to go along the edge because you're going to see the edges on this, and I don't want that tan wood showing through. Hi, Fabi. Hi, Nancy. How is everyone this evening? Now I'm just going to take that last paper towel and I'm going to wipe all around that edge to get off any excess that may have gotten on the top and bottom and around the edge. So now this is what we have. Okay, and now I'm going to set this aside to dry. Yeah, I'm going to set that aside to dry, and we are going to stain this, which should be interesting. I need my sleeve rolled up because I'm getting warm. So I haven't done this before, but I'm thinking I'm probably gonna just load some maybe on my glove. It doesn't have to be perfect. And just kind of roll the beads like this till you get all in, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab my towel. I'm going to grab some more and just keep going around. I'm just getting a good amount on there, putting my brush down, and then just kind of rolling the beads in my hands, like so. And you're going to see it doesn't matter if we get all in between there. You're going to see why in a minute, okay? It's okay to have some of the wood showing for this part. I'll try to get the rest of these going here. This is actually kind of fun. Finger painting. Back to kindergarten we go. You think so? No, sir, Mac. You think I'm an exacting crafter? I guess I am. I was diagnosed with OCD when I was younger.
You're a what crafter?
An exact crafter, like.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna go back over this.
Max says hi.
Yes, details. Yes, okay. Yes, there's Mac. Can you see Mac behind me? He looks like he's on my shoulder. Little pooch. He's acting up because my grandson keeps opening and closing his door, which is fine. Hey, Jay, grab me another pair of gloves, because I can't do my whitewash with these. But before I take these off, I am going to leave this to sit here for a few minutes, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and stain 3 of these. I have enough stain on this brush right now to cover this, and probably another candlestick. I'm gonna grab the bottom too, even though I don't really need to. No, sir. You're not going to see anything inside there. Just kind of rub it on, and then we're going to wax it off. Wax on, wax off. Oh, look at my hands, JJ. Want to shake my hand? No? He doesn't want to shake my hand. Probably 2 more. I need to get some more. Gloves are pretty cheap if you go to Harbor Freight. I don't know if you have Harbor Freight. So I'm just wiping off the excess on this, guys.
They're right here.
I didn't want them that dark, but it doesn't, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm trying to rub off as much as I can. I don't want them dark, dark. but they're going to be on the bottom. This is going to be the feet of the riser. And they have shorter ones that you can use for feet. I just chose this height.
That's why he was barking.
Why? Dad's home? Oh, Big Joe's home, guys. Big Joe. It is a candlestick. It is. It's a candlestick. It's a BB one. I don't know what you would actually use these little candlesticks for. I guess in an arrangement, maybe? Okay, I think we've got enough on there. Notice I'm not even dipping it back into the jar because there's a lot sitting in that brush. Yes, a slightly taller riser. Yes, ma'am. Yes. They have little holes in the top for like those little skinny candles. Maybe a church has a good use for these. I don't know. I guess you could go over this with sandpaper. That's the look I'm going for. You see how you can kind of see the wood through there a little bit? So that one's a little bit darker because I went in real heavy with the stain. Unfortunate. Now they got to match, of course. So I'm going to grab some more and put it on here. Big Joe's home. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight? We haven't eaten yet. I'm going to wipe that around with my hands. And then I'm going to grab my already dirty paper towel and get that off. And then we're going to dry these. And you're going to see how easy this is to make. Probably not. In bulk, maybe. But I know they're used for crafting, but I can't think. I don't know why I have to go in, because the other two are done on the middle, so I guess I am an exacting, like you said. I gotta have it even. I think that paper towel has had it. This one's got a little bit left on it. Silver beet soup. You'll have to explain that one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now, gloves come off. With the magic of gloves, I got a little bit on this finger. And I'm gonna put the lid on my, I know it's hard to come off if it sits for a while, so I'm just gonna try to get this off a little bit. And I have 45 minutes, yes, because my garland is gonna take forever. You're gonna see, well, not forever, but enough. It's gonna take enough time. Did you guys see what I finished making last night? Oh, I got some on my thumb too. Hi, Joe. What is silver beet soup? I don't know what that is. Why do I not know what that is? Oh, you can even maybe take the wipe and get some off if you wanted to. I think mine is a little too dry at this point. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to put another pair of gloves on. Or maybe just one glove this time. No, because I have to hold it with one hand and paint with the other. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe just one. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to take some of my apple barrel white. And I'm going to put it, and because I want it, I'm going to put it in this bowl just a little bit. Get my brush nice and tap it off a little. And it's okay that this is wet because I kind of want it to blend a little. I'm going to move these aside so I don't knock them over. So I'm just going to brush lightly over this, like so, all the way around. My beads will hold still if I put it down. So I've got that dark showing underneath, right? I'm going to roll them a little. Now I'm just using what's on there and kind of blending it in with the stain. I'm going to roll. Continue to use just what's on the brush and what's already on the beads. Roll. Get little spots here and there that you might have missed. Roll again. Keep using the brush. Wow, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably one of the most fun crafts. Like a 9. It's coming out kind of cool too. A little bit more paint because I'm running dry on the brush. I'm just making sure to hit most of the spots on here, but I do have that dark coming through still. Whoa, look at that. They didn't roll. I don't think they're rollable, actually. There's some stationary ones on here, so. All right. And that's it. The fun part now is putting it together. A little white over here. Get some of that off. Now we're gonna make a sandwich, guys. I'm gonna leave my glove on. I just threw my paintbrush in the garbage. Nice. There we go. In the water you go. I'm gonna dry this a little. Yikes. That's the end of my garland. I made a tassel because I wasn't sure I was going to have enough time. Silver dot is like, oh, okay. That's what you're having for dinner. Oh, wow. I've never had that. So don't forget to go watch Tami after me. She is going to be on her channel, Crafty-Peep, with Crafty Creators Community. And hello, Joseph, Bobby says. And it's okay. Imperfection is good in this case. And then Fabi is after Tami with Arrows DIY. So Crafty-Peep, then Arrows DIY, and then Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage. All here on YouTube tonight. Oh, okay. I think, oh yeah, we're good to go on that. Let's bring this back over here, give it a good dry, and we'll get these in on the drying game. And just kind of lay them down and rotate them. I apologize for the noise. It's cute, Bobby. I didn't expect it would come out so cute, but it did. I mean, you know, you always want your crafts to come out cute, but it came out cuter than I expected. So for glue tonight, I am going to be using my favorite Titebond thick quick drying glue and my glue gun, my Sure Bonder. Here's the other board. I should what? Oh, I've been wanting to write a children's book. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use this one for the bottom and I'm going to use this one for the top because I went against the grain on this and you can see the paper towel lines against the grain on this, which is fine. I'll just use it as the bottom of the sandwich. Okay, so this is an example of what not to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is going to be my bottom. This is the inside of the bottom. So I want to glue the legs on here. I'm going to grab my Tite-Bond. My glue gun is ready and I have an extra glue stick ready. That keeps getting stuck. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go around the top edge of this with Tite-Bond. It's okay if it gets on the inside. And this is going to dry super quick. And I'm just going to place them kind of in a triangle. Well, in a triangle. Not kind of in a triangle. Put some on the bottom of this one. And this dries clear, so it's okay if you get it on the edges. Like so. I'd say I went in about an inch, maybe a little more on this side. And I'm going to put that aside for a second. And we are going to work on the top of this. So I'm going to turn this upside down. And I'm going to go, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to go around the edge of my beads with the Tite-Bond, and then I'm going to come back with hot glue so we can get this to hold in place. Where's my glue stick? Right here. So right next to that, I am going to put my glue, and I want to move kind of quick on this part. That's going to be on the inside, so it's okay. It's going to be on the inside. You're not going to see it, okay? Just making sure that all of my beads are facing upward, and then I'm going to apply pressure on this. And making sure it's somewhat even as well.
Said, can't think of the word, and then she said prototype. Then she said, imagine a children's book illustrated with images of your crafts. You could even have like a real chicken or something as a bookmark. I don't mean like a live one, like a wood.
A real chicken. Okay. Hopefully none of these turned 180 on me and stuck to the paper. Hopefully. I may have an issue up at the top. No, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Now, I have a glue string over here. I'm going to turn this around. Grab some of this. This dries clear anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's on the inside of the sandwich. You can see some there. It didn't, they turned a little on me, so I'm just gonna, if I can get this glue off of me.
Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. How are you? To make sure, this one rotated right here. So to make sure that these stay down where I want them, I am going to, I don't know if you've seen this riser at all. I'm just going to apply some glue on the inner side of this because you're not going to see this. In fact, this is probably the better way to go in terms of getting it to lay down better. So just to kind of get that up against the beads so that they're being held in place, I'm going to use a sponge brush and just go along the edge like that. And this all dries clear. Yeah. This will all dry clear. Okay. Now, this time, for the bottom, I'm gonna put my hot glue in just a little bit. Let me put this aside to dry. Put this up here. I'm gonna go in off the edge about where I think the beads are gonna hit, okay? So I'm just gonna go around with the tight bond like so. And again, this dries clear. It was on the back of my mermaid for a couple of days, and eventually it dried clear. Can't see any glue on the back side of her at all. I'm gonna take, what did I do? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna take this little brush. I'm just gonna mush it a little bit. That's a technical term, mushing. So we're just gonna mush that. Smash it down. This is my tight bond that's gonna hold it there permanently. Then I'm gonna use hot glue right alongside of that to make sure that I'm getting it on there now, and it's gonna stay now because we all want it now. We shouldn't, but sometimes we do. I'm going along the inner side so you don't necessarily see that hot glue. And then I'm gonna flip this around and pancake it right on top of that glue. And this is gonna take a bit to dry. But guys, how cute is this riser? Whitewashed beads in the middle. And from, it's got that stained look, and I can put it back here. I've got things in the way, of course, but I can put it back here and put a sign on it. Of course, it's still drying. Keep that in mind. It's still drying. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if I can make it bigger a little bit. So it's got this sign on it right now, right here. Let me just bring it closer so you can see a front view with a little bee on it. We'll stick a little bee on it for the moment. So there's our riser. Simple, simple, simple. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Now, I'm going to put this aside to finish drying, and I'm going to work on my garland. And I have just under 30 minutes to do that. Let me show you what I have planned for that. don't need that. You don't need that. This can go over here. And let me wipe off my cap of my glue. Okay. I love my glue, my Type Bond. I love it. All right. So to get this end, which is the hemp cord that I showed you, you can't see it, Lord, if I can just remember. Okay. All I did to get this was I took my fingers, I left a little bit down on the bottom, and I wrapped it 20 times. You could go more, you could go less if you want to. Wrapped it 20 times and left some on the end as well. Then I took my ribbons, the 2 ribbons that I used, and I wrapped them once. Okay, first I pulled it to the end like this, okay? So you have your cord like so, and you've got your 2 end pieces here. And then I took ribbon and put it through the top in between the 2 ribbons like that. And I took some lace and I did the same thing, the same length, like so. And then you tie it off at the top. So I took an extra piece. You can use these, but I use these to tie it off. And then you cut your ribbon and it leaves, I took an extra piece and I wrapped it around a bunch of times, and then I took the top 2 and I left one of mine really long because I knew I wanted beads on my tassel, but that's how you make the tassel at the end. You just wrap it around your fingers until you get this right here, and then you can add ribbon or not add ribbon. I wanted mine to look a little patriotic, so I put some stripes in there. And the last thing that we have to do is string our beads. So I'm going to save this. And I'm going to take my string. And the only thing that's going to be the bane of my existence today are these little stars that you see. The other beads, not a problem, okay? The stars are going to be a nightmare. I just know it. Okay, let me see something here. So if all right, I'm going to start with a white bead. I have a bead stringer handy, so I'm going to use that when I can, okay? I'm going to pull that to the top. No, I put that in last. Never mind. I haven't used it in a while, guys. So let me stay in frame here. I'm putting a white one and a red one. I probably should put these over here where you can see them. And then a white one. And a red one. I used True Red and Apple Barrel White, both Apple Barrel. True Red, and okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We've got a ways to go here. They're not all gonna fit, but I'm gonna fit as many as I can and then pull them through. The struggle is real with these beads right now. All right. And just like that, we have it started, okay? Pull your string back out. Sorry. And the last one I left off with was white. I'll grab these off of my skewers. That's how I dry them on the plate. I put them on a skewer. Oh, look, I have a little red, white, and blue stick thing going on here. Okay. Stop it, Michelle. Okay, let's see. So red is next. So I'm going to put red. I have to go backwards. So I have to end with red, okay? I have to make sure I end with red because that's what's going next to this. I might have made too many white. No, I think I have an even amount here. These are still kind of sort of drying. So I'm going to end with this red one. Put my string through. Where's the end of my string? And then I am going to look at my comments. Okay. I don't know why I keep that so long all the time. I think that's part of my problem. So I'm ending in red so that the next one on the garland is red matching up next to that white. Okay. I'm saving the blue for a surprise. So now I want to make sure I end in white. So I'm just going to string these because they have big holes, guys. White, red. These are 20 millimeter white, red, white, so there we have red, white, red, white, red, white, all the way down. Those are our stripes on our flag, okay? And then I may finish on time, y'all. I may. Then we're going to go blue. Now comes the tricky part. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. So I couldn't put these on a skewer because the hole was too small. But the hole looks big enough to take this. So I let them dry on a piece of wire, piece of floral wire. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know what gauge it is because I took the top off. But so I have a blue bead. Now I'm going to put a white star. I don't think my stars will even... Oh, maybe they will fit. No, the double part will not fit. So I am literally going to have to cut this. Let me turn off my glue gun. Cut this tiny bit at the end and try to hand string it and hope that it goes through. It's not looking good. And I could do glue, but I don't think it's gonna make it small enough, guys. Still really hot. Twist, twist, twist. Make it tiny. These are 20 millimeter stars. Come on, come on, come on. And I may end up gluing them to my string because they're not going to go through. It is not going to go through. And literally, I tried to find the thinnest that I could find on this. Oh no. You gotta watch Tami. Let's see if I can get it through this bead threader. Oh man. Come on, come on, please go through. Any ideas, ladies? The threader is like double thick right here, so it doesn't want to go in. I guess I can double the stars like that. Hold on, this one looks bigger. A needle. Yeah, the only thing is, like, with that, it's going to, it's going to double this part, and then it won't go through. Like on a needle, you know what I mean? It's going to double this, and then that won't go through. So, literally probably needed Jay, what'd you do with the wire? JJ. JJ.
Huh?
What'd you do with the wire?
It's in the same spot.
Nope. Oh, it fell. I got it. Thank you. All right, so this wire is so thin. Let me see if I can somehow add this to so I'm just wrapping it around at the end of the blue bead. I put it through, and now I'm wrapping until I can't wrap it anymore. And now I've got kind of a double thing going on here. And I put my star on, and now I'm going to put another bead, and we're going to see how that looks, okay? So when I get down to the wire, yeah, I could do that. I just don't know that I know how. So that'll work, right? Well, on that side, you kind of see. I could paint that white, though. What do you think? So they're saying make the hole bigger with a drill bit.
Yeah, that's tough.
We have the drills right there. Do you have a tiny drill bit?
You got the drill bits.
No. Well, yeah, I do.
Holding it while you're drilling it.
Well, as long as you're careful, right? Let me see if I have a drill bit that's small enough. So maybe that one would make it big enough. Do you want to try it, Jay?
Try what?
I could even go that one, but I don't know if it's gonna split it. So I'm gonna let the guys try that real quick. But this seems to be working. It just has the disadvantage of having the hemp on the other side. But you see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. Let me put this back over here. Grab the drill, Jay, and see if you can drill one of these stars. Drill the hole a little bigger. Yeah, we got time. I've got 11 minutes. If you can, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I need done. Gentlemen to the rescue. Watch your hands. You like the thread? It kind of gives it a little bit of a rustic feel, right? So let me continue on. I need another star that goes just on the wire. And then the bead goes on. There's always a way, guys. Unless it's something extremely complicated, there's always a way to, if you just stop and think for a moment, there's always a way to get what you're going for.
Here, see if that was big enough.
Oh, did you get it through?
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
Let me cut
I need a
this.
big one.
No, I gotta cut it because it's frayed on the end. Do you think you can go bigger?
Could probably.
Try the next one up, because that it doesn't go. Here you go.
Okay.
In the for the time being, I am gonna create it this way. But if he can make the holes bigger, I'll make another one, and or I'll de-string this and then redo it. Take the wire off. Sorry if I'm going off camera. So another thing that you can do with this is put a tag on the other end that says USA or something like that. So then you've got a tassel on one end, and then you can Mod Podge a napkin on a tag. But how cute is this? With stars and stripes, guys. How cute.
See if that's bigger. I make a bigger hole. See if that works.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I put hot glue, I could definitely. Yep, it worked.
All right, give me the other ones.
I'm not going to do it this way because I've already strung them. But thank you. I know it works now.
This one right here.
Which one? So that did work,
7
guys.
64ths.
But I'm just going to continue on the way I've done it. String in my beads, then I get down to the wire and I add the wire. That's giving me the extra support to hold the star kind of steady as I go. And I'm gonna bring it all together in the end here, okay? Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Big Joe. Big Joe to the rescue. And one more blue bead. And then one more star. So it ends in a star. Here it is. And what I'm going to do to hold that steady is wrap this wire. I probably should have ended in a blue bead, guys. I'm going to tie this in a knot. The twine, sorry. I'm going to cut both of those. I'm going to cut the wire low. And then I'm going to take my ribbon That's an unpainted star, by the way. Oh, it goes in here. 6 minutes. So this is where you can add a tag if you wanted to. right back. I'm right here. I'm coming. Okay. I thought I could find them real quick, but I can't. I know that they're right over there. I don't want to not end my live properly, so I'm going to just tie a bow at the end of this, like I'm tying a shoelace, that kind of bow. Start this the opposite way. Because I want those stars and stripes on the top. Hopefully I cut enough for a little bow here. I was looking for a tag. I have tons of them because I'm a chalk couture designer person, human. And that's one of the things that they have that I've bought over the years because they're easy, like at shows to do, to show people how to do chalk couture. It's something small and you can let them take it with them. So I purchased a lot of tags over the years. This bow looks horrible. Okay. No tag. Where'd my red go? Here it is. All right, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller so that I've got some tail going on here. 3 minutes. And then I'm going to trim this. Become one with the bow. That is such a good expression. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to cut this. You've got your tassel. You've got your little stars on here. Guys, I finished. And we've got our little bow. Our little bitty bow that won't stay for me. It won't stay. We'll hang him off the edge. We'll just hang him off the edge.
Your bow is adorable.
Thank you. I'll get it right. And there we have it. I can't see what you see. Let me see here. Oh, okay. So it can hang off just a little bit like so. And you've got your stars and your stripes and your little bow on the other end. Or you could do a double tassel if you want to. I just wanted to kind of show you a few options. So you can trim down all of your twine. Like I've got this here that can come off. This little doohickey sticking up. And you've got your stripes on both ends. You've got your little stars on here that we know you can drill into and they're not going to break up or anything like that. And you've got your little riser with the feet on the bottom with the, it looks like you put beads all the way around it, but really it's just one of those $4.99 Hobby Lobby beaded wreaths. So hop on over to see Tami at Crafty-Peep, please. I will see you there. So everyone have a good night. Thank you for joining me tonight. I made it within an hour. Yay! Show yesterday's quick.
It's
Okay.
downstairs on the door.
Oh, my daughter put it on the front door. Dang it. I'll yell at Tia for you. It's downstairs. But you can go to Crafty Creators Community on Facebook, join the group, and see it there. I posted a picture. Quick, you want me to run down and get it? Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm running. I'll be back. I'm running. Tia Borelli. I'm coming. I'm coming. Coming up the steps is harder for me, y'all. Oh, I'm almost there. Okay. Okay. Woo. Now you got me all out of breath for Tami's life. Okay. I ran. This is yesterday's, guys. It's got a bead hanger on it. Patriotic Farmhouse literal barn, and it's got wheat on one side with little pebbles. It's got a pig. It's got a chicken. Those are all napkin, Mod Podged. Napkin. The cow is paper. The chicken is a napkin, and some florals and some little bales of hay. I can't think. My words are gone. And yes, right? I am so out of breath now. And then these are paint sticks, guys. I put the board together. This is the back side. Paint sticks. 21 inch and 12 inch across. And then my beaded hanger and my patriotic ribbon. Woo! And now I need a nap. So so I will go, and I put a little wreath on the barn up at the top too, and I added some white around the edges of that star on the wreath. So I will see you on Tami's live, y'all. Crafty Peep. Let's head over there.